Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Resender and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Okay, so I've got a new external hard drive to record stuff on, so I also got a fresh install of Kerbal Space Program. Here you have the nice Kerbal. We're going to resume one of our missions. Last Friday I got my space shuttle Kurt Price all the way in the atmosphere of Duna, and then things went horribly wrong. Wrong in the sense from that I accidentally went into an intervehicle activity, then went back out of it, and yeah, I went. And by the time I had control of the vehicle again, it was too late to correct the course. I deployed the parachutes, and that caused the entire craft to tumble even more, and my 3 brave Kerbonauts died on impact. So, fresh install. Shame we are in a dark zone. This is not exactly the same craft, it's an approximation of it. And I've also built a new interplanetary stage. You can't see much of here because it's dark. Let's see if we can get to a site with a little bit more sunlight, shall we? Exiting Kerbal. There we have the beautiful sunrise above the planet. Okay, let's return to normal view. Let's disengage the ASAS and let's see if we can turn towards the sunlight. Okay, there she slowly turns. Still pretty much dark. Come on, you can do it. You don't have to be ashamed of yourself. Okay. Okay, so we have a new Kurt Prize. The Kurt Prize Mark II. So what's the major differences? Well, I believe the aft wings are not in the exactly same spot as the original one. I've got 4 instead of 2 parachutes here. I initially had 2 of these aft controllers, but that proved too hard to control. And I've got this interplanetary stage, and believe me, it was hard to get this into orbit. The idea was that I would use these just to get from Kerbal orbit into a trajectory the solar orbit, but that didn't work out. So at one stage I'm going to just have to redo the entire rocket. No, I don't have to redo the rocket. I'll have to add more thrust to this. Yes, we're only seeing the upper stage. I'm going to go to the Space Center. You can see they're still up there. And we're going to put another one on the launch pad, so just that I can show you how ridiculous this thing looks. I'm not going to launch it because it's pretty hard to control. And we're going to hide the interface just because. Let's hope nothing breaks, because I haven't actually put this on a long test, on a long stay on place test. So here we have 3 outer stages, each with 3 solid rocket boosters. These drop off. These have little thrust stages, and so they fold open like a pedal when they're thrown off. We have the inner stage, which is basically completely full when these are thrown off, and then we have the interplanetary stage. The idea was that these, and this would get into orbit. This would get me into a complete orbit, and this would help then put me on my way to another planet. It didn't happen that way. Launch was this. All of these separated fine. This went fine. This went. We were going with an Apple at ellipsis of 100 kilometers. I turned towards the equator. I started burning, and at the right time, but didn't achieve an orbit before this was empty. Threw it off and had to use some fuel in the in this interplanetary stage. So we're going back to the space center, and we're going to continue our Kurt prize that's currently on its way. We're going to just see and drop it off on its orbit around the sun. We're not going to aim for any other planet soon, because that will be another video. So here we are. We're in a bit fast forward. We passed the moon. We're passing Mimis or Minmus. Okay, now we're pretty far away. Can we still see Kerbal? There she is. You see Moon and Minmus floating by. Five houses. No. Yeah, sorry that it just said no. I'm playing this in a windowed mode and I accidentally clicked out of the window. Okay, let's go 1,000 times faster than normal. Oh, yes, that's Kerbal, or what Kerbal should be. Another 15 minutes. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. Are we in orbit? No, what the hell? Okay, I've never seen this before. I really haven't seen this before. Kurt, I'm going to tweet you about this. I hope you can see this. I'm also going to tweet this to the guys that developed this game. Plus, what in Divinity's Edge? I'm still aiming for an escape from Kerbal. I just... Huh? I'm going to make a turn, complete turn, and then I'm going to exit Kerbal. I can't even see Kerbal. It's lost in the void, and it's... Oh. Yes, I'm still going to tweet, because that was freaky. There's still some things to get right in the commentary. So, we are now in an orbit, so that is Juna. Okay, I think I can start burning towards it. Okay, but then I need to first find the correct position. How much time do we have left? We have 2 minutes. Okay, so stop. Going to turn the RCS on. Yes, the RCS is only on the above of the plane. I normally would have had the original designs of this thing that has it had a big RCS tank here, but somehow it caused the entire rocket to break up on launch, so I had to take it out. We're a bit swaying up and down a bit. Like a rocking chair, and we're running out of RCS. Oh, the engines are loud. going to stop and we're going to leave it there and hopefully find a way to correct our position. Okay, Space Center. Oh yeah, back. We're back on the main menu. Going to resume save. Just started. This is a separate save. That's something very handy about 0.17. You can have multiple saves. Okay, and we load RG, which stands for Return Journey. And we have this crazy contraption. Well, basically, I'm thinking about making a return ship. So, how does this work? Well, basically, this will travel towards the target planet. Oh, and we can see that somehow is that correct? Yes. So this will travel towards the target planet. This will have to deactivate. Once I enter the atmosphere of the target planet, I'll have to deactivate these, activate this, and start my descent. Lower the landing struts, and then there's a parachute, a main parachute here, 6 secondary parachutes there, another 3 here that open all at the same time. They'll slow me down. I'll land. These will slow me down further. I'll land. Do the mission. Put these all on. Lift off. Get into orbit. Travel back to Kerbal. And then the tricky part would be getting in such a way that the command pod will enter Kerbal's atmosphere and then throw these off. These will throw it like a nut. This will go up, this will go down, and this will emerge from the center and dive into the atmosphere. I have no idea if this works. I don't even know if I will get it into orbit, but this is something I'm working on. Okay, this has been Resender. I hope you enjoyed Kerbal Space Program.